Hello friends, how you doing? Day 1388. Hope you're doing amazing. Thought I'd come in and just share with you some tips on letting go. You ever have a hard time letting go of a situation or an outcome? But why do we struggle with that? I think actually there's a quote from Sonia Riccardi. She says, "Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be." And so, one of the challenges we have as humans is that we want control. Or more accurately, I would say, we want to have a semblance or a feeling that we are in control. But more often than not, we actually don't, right? So tip number one is accept what you can't control. There's a lot more things that you can't control than you can control. And the fact is, life doesn't always go as planned. I know it didn't for me, for a lot of it. And what is another thing that we cannot control? And that is other people, their actions or their feelings towards you. Yet, sometimes we try to hang on. We try to convince somebody to stay with us or not leave or what have you. And more often than not, that's probably due to something deeper, more subconscious, inner level here. And so that's tip one. Tip number two is it's called the let them theory, if you will. I heard it first time from Mel Robbins. And so she basically says, if someone wants to be in your life or someone does not want to be in your life, let them. Because we are all humans and we want to do, well, we're going to do what we want to do anyways, right? So allow people the freedom to just be themselves, okay? Without you trying to change them. And that's one of the lessons I had to learn a while back. Is that even though I remember when I was younger, I was dating in some relationships, I tried to change the person a little bit. But I learned that that's futile. I have to, if I'm going to be with someone, I have to accept them the way they are now. If not, I shouldn't be with them. That doesn't mean that, I give up on somebody's potential, what have you, but that is their journey. And that's not your responsibility. And another thing about that is that if you are able to accept others as they are, it'll give you a lot of peace, right? Because you're not actually trying to control another person. Because again, you can't. And if someone really wants to stay in your life, they'll make the effort. And then you can choose if, again, it's a two-way street. Every relationship is a two-way street. Both parties have to reciprocate and put in the effort. And tip number three, try to find peace in what we call impermanence. So, meaning not everything will stay in your life. Because really, everything is temporary. Life is temporary. Your health is temporary. Everything is temporary. Your job is temporary. And so, at some point, we're all going to die, right? And so, some relationships, they're temporary. However, they can still actually be very valuable. I know for myself, the two traumatic relationships I've had, they were temporary. But, oh my gosh, they were invaluable in my growth. In learning about myself more, in learning about other people, in learning about relationships. I am grateful for the experience. I don't want to go through it again. But it was so valuable in my growth. And if you know that everything is temporary, my encouragement to you is try to appreciate the good times and the lessons and the positive impact that the other person had on your life. Instead of focusing on why somebody left or the pain or the questions or, trying to find closure, try to focus on the happiness and the joyful times. Because again, everything is temporary. All the good times were temporary. All the bad times was also temporary. Everything in life is temporary. Okay, tip number 4 is practice kindness and love. Okay? Even though someone may have hurt you or maybe they walked out of your life or what have you, you can still continue to be kind and loving to them, even if they're no longer in your life. Like for me, I truly, authentically, actually, genuinely hope that my exes that did really, really hurt me, I wish and I hope that they are actually really happy. I really do. I hold no ill will towards any of them. Why? That's my question. And if you do, why? What is it that you want from them? Validation? Why do you want validation from someone else? You should be able to find that from within yourself. And if you're able to let go, guess what? You have the opportunity to actually love someone deeply. Until it's time to move on. But if you're holding on to something in the past, you're not willing to let that go, you can't actually truly love someone deeply, authentically, because you're still holding to the past is what you're doing. And of course, practice kindness and love to the most important person in your life, which is yourself, because you have to take care of your own well-being first. Okay. And then lastly, tip number 5 is trust the process. I don't know if you believe this or not, but I believe everything happens for a reason. And we may not understand what's going on in the moment. It's only looking back, am I able to like, oh my gosh, that was the lesson I needed to learn. Maybe there wasn't any other way that I could have learned that lesson at the level that I need to. I just didn't know at the time. And how about yourself? Just think about back in your life. Like, did you have to go through a lot of pain to learn certain lessons? I know I did. A number of times. Right? And I don't know about you, but have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself. And if it helps you, maybe have a higher power to guide you through these experiences. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, whatever you believe in, right? But a higher power may help you actually get through these experiences, especially if they are difficult, painful, or heartbreak, or hard. Because what you're doing is when you're letting go, it's a part of your growth. Understand that letting go is part of your growth and the journey toward inner peace. And sometimes, I think some people, they think holding on makes us strong. But sometimes it's the letting go. Of course, every situation is different and you need context. So, sometimes holding on is strong. It really depends, right? But I'm just talking about letting go. And so, there's just some tips on how to let go. Again, I know for myself, I always, especially when I was younger, I tried to control the situation. I wanted to feel as if I had control. But that was all my emotions, that's all it was. And once I was able to understand that and learn how to just sit with the strong feelings and accept things as they are, not as I wish I wanted them or as I expected or wanted them to be, I was able to find peace. I was able to just let go and allow life to come to me instead of me trying to force life a certain way. Anyways, hope some of those tips helps you, especially if you're going through a tough time. But just know that you are loved, because we are all loved, and that you deserve it. Okay? I love you all, my friends. See you tomorrow.